I'm dead water. The Vanagon's engine is toast. It could be rebuilt, I guess that's one option. Or I could just do an engine swap and get a whole new motor put in it instead of having a 40-year-old engine with close to 200,000 miles on it. And so my options were kind of limited. On one hand, I could basically just wait and save up enough money with the measly income I have and donations to get another motor. I just knew that would take forever, probably an entire winter season. Two, oh no, dude, my stabilizer keeps failing. Let me fix this for you guys. There we go. Dude, I don't know why they keep happening. That's the second time while I was waiting. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this. No? All right, if it fails again, we'll just do it by hand. In any case, the other option that I was thinking about is I could just head down to LA area and then like post up for the winter in slabs. Dude, this fly. And then, save up the money while I'm down there for the winter and then come back up here next summer and fix the van. That was one option. The other option is what I'm doing was to go find work, hang out here, and to save up enough money while I'm working in order to do an engine swap, which is what I'm doing. So let me go ahead and catch up on comments. There's a lot of you in here, a lot of people asking questions. So what's up, Kote? Zig got a job. Yeah, I did get a job, you guys. I sure did. Zig back working for the van. Yep, I sure am. In fact, the man I'm working for is like, he's in his 20s, bro. Like I'm working for a kid, basically. Oh, let me pin my comment real quick. Pin message. There we go. Look at that. There's my links if anyone wants to help support me. I also got my merch shop in there. And I've got, tip jar if you don't want to download PayPal, Venmo, or Cashapp, or any of those things. What's up, Tito? How you doing, man? You ready for the live stream? What's up, Gypsy? How you doing, Road Dog? And if you guys notice, Gypsy's name is in green, and she got that special little icon because she's one of my road dogs. She's a monthly subscriber, so she gets a little recognition. Did I sell the truck? Fart sack Jack. No, I did not sell the truck. But even if I do, I can't really use that money to pay for the van because that money is going elsewhere. So that's I know what you're thinking. I could sell the truck, use that money to pay for the engine, but that's not going to be an option, unfortunately. So I owe still. I owe some money, so I'm selling the truck to pay on a debt, which is where I'm at with that. So, hey, thanks, Queef. Sorry to hear about your van, bro. That happens. My last boss was younger, cool as fuck. I really I met the boss man, there's two of them. I met them once. It's really just me and the crew. One of the people in the crew I've worked with before. I'm actually in his house right now. He's sitting there cleaning his television right now. Anyways, yeah, he taught me how to paint, and that's the trade I picked up when I got out of the military and stuff. I picked up that trade because I knew I needed a trade. And, for days like this, so when I need to hurry up and get some scratch up, I could take that anywhere in the world and paint some houses and make money. So, that's kind of what that skill was there for, is for situations like this. So that's what I've been doing. I've been painting houses. We just finished painting our first one. And, it's a different, we're used to doing, Ben and I, my friend Ben, I'm staying in his house. We're used to doing higher end homes, like, more vacation rentals or really rich people's houses. What we're doing now is just new homes that no one, they just got built and they need paint on them. So it's a very quick pace, different style of slapping paint on a house. But, it is what it is. I'm getting paid a lot better than the last time I was painting houses. No, you could drive the truck. Yeah, I could drive the truck. The only problem with that is that I'd have to get down to Los Angeles, grab the truck, and then drive it all the way back up here. And the amount of money that would take, it would just cut into fixing the van money. But you're right, it would be useful to have a vehicle while I'm stuck here. I just, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it now, so. Is it better to rebuild the motor or replace it? You know, that's probably an old debate, but I'm gonna upgrade it. Since it's toast anyways, my options, I could rebuild the motor that's in there, you know, and who knows how long it would last. It's 200,000 mile motor, but it would probably last quite a long time if I had to rebuild. Or I could replace the motor and just get another 318 and small block engine and put it in there. Or I could upgrade the motor to a 360. And I've been talking to Dave Lowe, my other moderator on here, and he's a mechanic, and that's what he suggested, and I'm going to take his advice. So I'm looking for a 360. I'm going to upgrade the motor. It's going to have more torque. It's going to have more horsepower and better gas mileage. So, you know, if I'm going to be in the engine anyways, I might as well do some upgrades while I'm in there. Plus, as I've been complaining about for quite a while, the suspension in that engine, or on that van, needs to be gone through too. So I'm going to be working for a couple of months until I make enough money to replace the engine, find an engine, and find a mechanic to replace the engine, and then also upgrade the suspension and finally get that fixed. It's going to be a lot of work going on in my van. Good job. I'm a house painter. I've worked all over the country. It's cool. Hell yeah, Ketone. Yeah, that's my trade, dude. Gypsy says my house needs painting too. Aren't you in Australia? What he's saying is he's doing way more graffiti penises now. Yeah, of course. 340, 360, yeah. Yeah, the 360. Yep, it's a Dodge. When it's all done, you're going to be so happy. Yeah, you know, I am still trying to adjust my expectations because I was not expecting, like, it's getting cold already, and I'm not a winter guy. In fact, this is the area that I left when I started traveling because I was over the winters here. And I'm about to be basically stuck here until the beginning of winter. So it's about to get real cold. And winter or fall here is really cold. So winter here is even colder, and I'm going to be here for that. Yeah, it's not far to swim. Yeah, swim with all the painting gear. Few months, man, you got it. Thanks, dude. Thanks, guys. You know, my Nomadic Adventure has come to an abrupt halt, and because of this breakdown, I also haven't gotten the videos out that I was hoping to put out. I've been working, so I haven't had as much time to do video editing and stuff. So, you know, it's gonna be a little bit slower paced for me to get. I've got 2 videos I still need to edit and put out there. One of them is my fishing video. One of them is just the Central Oregon video. So, still got all the footage, and I've still just got to find the time to edit and post it. So be patient with me. I'm now like have dabbled and put my foot back into Babylon, and you know, it takes up a lot of time. But yes, of course, I'm drinking Dutch Bros because I can afford it now. Actually, I haven't gotten paid yet, so I really can't afford it. But it is what it is. I don't know when I'm getting paid, but I am getting paid much better than the last painting job I had. Last painting job I had, I mean, McDonald's pays better than what I was getting. So this one, you know, they're paying me really well, and I'm pretty stoked with it. Yeah, hey, it's all part of traveling too. Thanks, Cote. It sure is. You know it is. I mean, there's always roadblocks in the way of your nomading adventures, and this is one of them. This is all part of nomading. Blowing up an engine, having to replace it. You know, we've all gone through it. Either you replace the entire vehicle or you replace the motor and get it fixed. That's where I'm at. I'm not going to replace the vehicle. I like my van. It's been a good home. It's going to continue being a good home. So most people don't post this part of it. But yeah, sometimes your house breaks down or blows up. Yeah, no, I'm not, you know, I've always had a pretty realistic channel. Like, my channel's real. And I am going to be real with you guys. Like, I'm in Bend and everything's fine. No, it's not. My engine blew up. I had to fucking hitchhike and ended up walking about 2.5, 3 miles, I'd say, before I got a ride. And then got a ride back. And I don't know, dude. I thought that was what was the problem, but it wasn't. It was much worse. It sounded, once I put the oil in the motor and then I fired it up, it sounded way worse than it did when I was driving along. So I knew then it was something serious. I'm pretty sure I threw a bearing. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Let me see here. What flavor? I got my Dutch Bros is a double torture. Double torture. Gypsy asks, is weed legal here? Yeah, I'm in Oregon. It's one of the first states to legalize, actually. Definitely had a car throw a rod on me before going 60, so I feel you. Or ditch it, but that's not an option here. Yeah, it kind of was. Like, I could pack a bag and just walk away with everything that I need, but I've got a lot of money into that van. So it wasn't really, you know how much, like, and on top of I've done the solar in that thing and some other upgrades. So it's just time to do more. I'm hoping that van will last me a long time. So we all like your content. So if each subscriber donate $3, your problem is solved. That's true. If each subscriber donated $3, if each one donated 10, I'd be even in better shape. $10. But I'll be honest with you, a lot of you guys don't. Most of my followers don't donate, and that's okay. I'm not complaining. It's just the reality of YouTubing is that most people don't donate. And I don't mind having my content out there for free, but the donations help. But so does like, share, and subscribe. Not everybody can donate. Not everybody has that option. Not everybody has $10 sitting around to throw at the internet. They got real life problems. So I get it. But what you can do that's free is you can hit share, you can hit like, you can go to my favorite video that you've done and share it to your social media content, your platforms. Lights it on. But yeah, thanks for saying that, Tito. Bro, get it up and going. You get 200,000 plus again. F&A. 200,000 what? I've never had 200,000 anything. Never even had that many views on a video. That would be cool though. I'd like that. Fairy Pop Mama says, welcome home. Sorry about your luck with Van again. Grateful for your positive attitude and sharing your experiences. And I was thinking about that. Like, welcome home. This is where I grew up. I'm in my hometown. But it's not my home. My home is parked out there and the driveway broke down. My hometown is where I'm at. But it hasn't felt like home in a minute. It's just where I'm back in the area where people still call me Jimmy, which is, how they know me. After van repairs, you head back to the slabs. No, I'll be going back to the city. That's where I was on my way to. I had made it about 2 hours outside of Bend, and that's where the van farted. And I'm actually really grateful it didn't just dump the guts of the van all over the fucking road. Honestly, it just didn't blow up. And I've seen that happen before. Glad that didn't happen. I caught it in time. The engine really is recoverable if somebody wanted to go in there and rebuild it, but because I caught it in time, it didn't crack the block or anything like that. Hey Alicia, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Alicia, my friend Alicia's in the chat, you guys, and she is sick right now. Got the vid, so she's resting. Gonna be legal everywhere soon. It fucking should be. You've been hitching the last 3 days. Did you sell your Jeep? What's up? Hey Jay, what's up? What's up, dude? How you doing? How is Zag? Oh, dude, she's fine. She loves it where we're staying at. They love her. She's being, babysat while I'm at work by someone who typically doesn't love dogs as much as she loves Zag. So she's a big fan of Zag, and they just hang out and have girl time all day. I wish they'd hurry up and legalize it in Australia. They're talking about it in Parliament in Victoria where I live. I sure hope they do too. They got to stop putting people in jail for victimless crimes. You guys, no one's a criminal because they smoke weed. That's just not the case. Miles on your van, man. After you fix it, I sure will. I will be putting miles on it, you guys. It'll be basically a brand new van. The transmission was rebuilt that not long ago. So swap out a motor with a bigger motor and more power and stuff. She'll just be cruising right along. Right now, with the 318 in that van, how much weight that the van carries, it's kind of gutless. It doesn't do hills very well and stuff, but with a 360 on it, it'll just go. It'll just go, and I'll get a little better gas mileage. We're struggling out here. Inflation is terrible. I'm going through it for sure. I hope it works out, dude. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like the amount of money you can, your buying power of the dollar just isn't what it used to be. So it costs more for everything. Greg Hines, hey Greg, how you doing, man? He says I miss Slabs. When are you going back to Slabs, Greg? No one's pinching my cheek, fart sack. Just feeling like I'm made of arthritis and cough still, Alicia says, and very bored. Oh, I hope you get to feeling better soon, hon. Oh, that's what I meant. You have 200,000 fresh miles I can roll. Roll on. Everybody who owns a junkyard want me to look into a motor for a killer price. Maybe, yeah. I guess like a junkyard motor is an option. This is the first time I've ever gone motor shopping. A crate motor is an option too if I can get the money together, which I should be able to. I've actually got a job. I'm not, paying like a bunch of bills. I'm doing Babylon without the Babylon prices. So hopefully maybe I can just get a crate motor. A junkyard motor makes me a little bit nervous just because you don't get to hear it run before you take it or whatever. But, sometimes you get a piece of gold in there. Home is where your heart is. Best of luck fixing your home. Very pop mama. Home is where I park it. Right now my home is broke down and parked. Greg says he's going to be back in Slabs in October sometime. Got to be back for Leonard's birthday party. I was hoping to be back by Halloween, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't think that's going to be in the cards, man. Like, it's the end of September. Next month is October. I expect I might get there by December, maybe by the new year. And I'll be here probably for get a nice chunk of winter, which, it be what it be. I hope I can get out of here before that, but it just doesn't seem realistic. What do you guys think? Like, I'll make the money, enough money to buy the motor and find the mechanic to do the work in like probably 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. Getting paid pretty decent, so should be able to get that money part knocked out pretty quick. But I don't know how long it takes to swap a motor. Seems relatively straightforward if you've got all the equipment, but mine's also a van that has like a doghouse, so they're gonna have to pull the motor probably through one of the doors, and if it's probably gonna be the driver's side door, so they'll have to take the dashboard apart, steering column, all that stuff. I don't know how long all this takes, so it could be a couple weeks, could be a month maybe, I don't know, but I'm also kind of factoring that in how long I'll be grounded for basically and not traveling. Home is where you park it is merch. That's already merch, but I could make a shirt. I should start making some shirts. Kote, do you want to be my shirt maker? Do you know how to do graphic design and stuff? Make some shirts for me. Gotta do what you gotta do, says Greg. Where you at? I'm in Bend, Oregon, Greg. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up. This is where I went to high school, middle school, elementary school. So I know how to use custom ink. I use a different site, but we could talk, Kote. If you know how to use custom ink, it's very similar, except you basically build a store and upload the image that you want to use. You'd have the motor out in 4 hours. You wish I was closer. Shit. I'm not a mechanic. Like, I can know how to spin bolts and stuff, but and I know the very, very basics of how an engine runs, but I've dug into a motor, deep into a motor and rebuilt it. I did one with my dad when I was probably about 11, 10, maybe a little younger, and I remember nothing, and I wasn't very interested in it back then, because you're a kid, but now I wish I had paid more close attention. Like, I wish I had more mechanicking skills. I can get away with kind of knowing what I'm talking about a little bit. I've had to learn on the fly based on crushing poverty and like, oh, I've got to do this myself because I can't afford a mechanic. So I've learned how to do a lot of twisting wrenches on my own. Oh, that's cool, Cote. I already have my images on digital. I just want to make some more merch for people to have access to. You know, shirts that say Miles of Smiles on them. Maybe home is where you park it with a picture of my van. But yeah. Damn, Jay, I wish you were closer. You having access to a lift and all. I don't know. It's a high top van, so if you have a lift, it's gonna have to be a real tall building. Because when you lift up a lot of those lifts, you only get so far with a high top before you're, basically useless to even lift it. Dude, if you would be straight, if you can get to Connecticut, I really want to help you. I don't think that's realistic for me to get to Connecticut with the van, dude. Come to Connecticut. Just driving there would be $1,000, so shipping would probably be more than that, and then, and then the cost of the motor still. In any case, yeah, I'm here. I'm here until, if you know any mechanics that are trustworthy in the area, you guys let me know. What a sellout getting a Joby. Yeah, I guess I'm a total sellout making money and stuff. Bye, Greg. Take care, dude. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I picked up a trade in my life, right? Like, I'm college educated. I didn't have to get this kind of job. I could have gotten any job, but I'm college educated. I could have gotten a desk job. But when I hit the road, I needed to find a trade. I needed to get a trade that I can do. And my body's kind of banged up, Like, I got sciatica, and I think I'm getting carpal tunnel in my wrist, and I got ankle issues, so I had to get a low impact trade, which turns out that it was painting. So I learned how to paint from a small stoner crew, and haven't had to really use it since I have traveled, but now I have to use it. So I'm grateful that I have that skill. I'm grateful I have that skill so I can make money. Yeah, I know you're kidding, dude. I know you are, Babylonian. Yeah, dude, Hobo's common misconception, Cote says, common misconception that travelers never have to work. Most travelers work. Most travelers have to do seasonal work. I usually don't because I have a meager income from being on disability, but most travelers work seasonally. They make enough money for, whatever they got to do to continue moving. Maybe they'll pick up other. But the term hobo was actually during the Great Depression. People were traveling looking for work. These freight hoppers, these train hoppers were actually looking for jobs. The term a hobo isn't a hobo unless they're traveling and working. They're just nomad like me. I'm not a hobo usually. I'm a nomad. Now I've become a hobo because I gotta work, and that's just the way the world works. If you want to make enough money, if money wasn't real, I'd still have to work in order to get the engine swapped. It's not like shit just falls out of the sky for you. It's just the way the world works. So that's where I'm at. I gotta work to make money. I make $1,000 a month, and after bills and stuff, I probably get to keep about half that, and that's just enough to survive off of. There's no way I could have saved enough money to do an engine swap or an engine rebuild just off of that income alone. There's no way. So my only option really is what I'm doing. I know you have a good heart. I know you don't want to be where you're at. I seen the pain in your face when this happened. Keep your head up and discipline and keep the faith. You guys, like, you plan, and the humans plan, and the universe laughs. I had plans, but the universe had other ideas. So I've been in much worse situations than a broke ass van. I'm not getting mortared. I'm not getting shot at. I'm not going through an overly emotional time. I'm not having flashbacks. I'm not having nightmares. Um, I've been in worse situations, so this is just another, bump in the road, and it doesn't make any damn sense to just. I did have about a 10-minute moment of just over emotions there on the side of the road, like feeling a bit helpless, but friends came through for me, and I wasn't there on the side of the road for very long. I was stuck there for about 5 hours, and it makes a good story. And if you realize, like, most of the time in your life that shit's just going real bad, you end up with the best stories. Like, you end up with the coolest stories because things are going wrong. And then this happened, and then this happened, and you end up just laughing about it in a few years. So that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to have a good story out of it. So you guys get to come along with me. Yeah, everyone sells their time for that jobby jobs. Dude, I've had a couple of careers, not just jobs, that I've walked away from. So, it's not like the bosses I'm working for, they know my situation. They know I'm a temp. They know I'm not going to be there for very long, and that I'm going to work hard and I'm going to make my money. And this isn't my first rodeo painting either. So, so I'm not deceiving anybody to get a job. I feel like if I was using my bachelor's degree, I would have had to deceive some. Oh yeah, I'll be here long term and stuff, and then leave in 3 months. You always say Babylon is plan B. Like to make money real quick and get out. Yep, I'm on plan B. So yeah, Alicia down there in the comments, my friend, she says I work too much even. She's a van lifer who travels and works all the time. I swear to God, she's working all the time as a van lifer traveling around. She goes to festivals and stuff. She's constantly working. Now, home bum is a completely different monster. Yeah, y'all know what home bums are. The home bums are the ones that make us look bad. Yeah, Jay says trying to keep my house on disability. I get it. Yeah, man, on a fixed income, it's tough. It's tough when you're on a fixed income and you're trying to do the Babylon life, and when you're on disability, they don't ever pay enough. They don't. Like it's just a struggle to be poor. To live a poor man's comfortable life is difficult. So, cheers to you for surviving, my man. 31 people in here, 12 likes, guys. Go smash that like button down there. Takes a second. It's free. Fabulous medication I have here. Yeah, it's true. It does help a lot. You have good health, bro. That's positive vibes. Yeah, my health could be better, but I'm getting older. We're all getting older. You guys got me for another, let's say, like 5 minutes, and then I'll go. Don't forget that my links are in the description. They're also pinned to the top of the live chat. I will put them in the comment after the fact, too, once the comments post. If you just click the link tree that's pinned to the live chat right now, for those of you people that can see the live chat, that are in the live chat, you can click that link. It'll have all of my social media. It'll have my tip jar. It'll have my YouTube channel. It'll have my merch shop. It's all of my links in one spot. Go check it out if you want to just cruise around there a little bit. Sometime in the near future, I'm thinking about building myself a little website to post, maybe like a blog style, update it once a week or something. So we'll see how that goes. I got a lot on my plate right now. I've still got to edit the videos from my fishing trip and from my Bend, Oregon trip. My time has just now been consumed by working for the man. So I will get to that when I can get to it. But, know that I'm not basically just waiting around for the solution to fall out of the sky. Sometimes you gotta just grab life by the horns and take care of shit. Bail yourself out. So that's what I'm doing. Bailing myself out. If you want to help me bail myself out, reduce how much I gotta work before I can get back on the road, check out my links. $5, $10. Like dude said, if everyone threw me $10, I'd be back on the road in about however long it takes to swap the motor. So that'd be dope. But if you wanted to get me closer, that would be helpful. Thanks for being here. Thanks for smashing that like button. Go ahead and hit share. In fact, it doesn't have to be a live stream. It could be your favorite long form content, short form content, favorite video I've done. Go check it out, see what you think, and hit share. Thanks, guys. As always, miles of smiles.